Hello, I'm Jenny Fern and welcome to my library. I'm a chaotic neutral mechanical engineer who's really into permaculture and wants to talk about books. So let's talk about books. They're in a paper bag over here. So today I want to do a super cozy book haul. It was the Friends of the Library book sale today and one of the first rainy days of the season. Whoa, not the coffee. So I have some books to share. It is fall. I have my corn harvest completed. The corn is in. The corn is beautiful. And I also have almost all of my beans harvested. This is not all of them. Hello, you're a bean. So it surely is that time of year. Let's do a book haul. A cozy fall book haul. The first book that I have is beautiful. It's so cute. We got a lady. It's Villette by Charlotte Bronte. Haven't heard really anything about this book. Love Jane Eyre though. So Villette. We've got a spooky little girl. We've got, oh, hello, why is this so tilted? We've got a little pebble in the window. Then we have a book that was actually on my list of things to look into, things to probably check out from the library if I'm honest. But that's Shirley by Charlotte Bronte, also a lovely lady. And I had just heard Shirley mentioned on the Books Unbound podcast months ago. I can't remember the context, but I do think people like this one quite a lot. Then I got 5 Plays by Anton Chekhov. Never read anything by Chekhov, but I thought it would be fun to read some plays, if I'm being honest. I am one of those short book girls though, so I do wish that these were all separate. Oh, I should talk about the pricing system before I get too far ahead of myself. I got all of these for $20. That was $10 for membership, and it was $10 for adults. It was like $1 for kids. It was only $5 for the books. They were sold by the inch, and I don't know why she only charged $5 because I think this is more than 5 inches, but isn't like this 5 inches? Like, I got way more book than that. We also had $5 for, there was this little girl and she had like pocket change and anyway, we bought her books for whenever she came back to the line. She could get more books than she thought she could get. Hopefully that worked out for her. Up next, I have 4 books of poetry, like the poetry publications. I have some older ones, like this, from a thrift store a while back. I got 4, so I got this one. I just thought it was kind of cool. Pure cover buys, I will say. I just got the ones that I thought were the coolest. So these are for whenever I'm feeling like I need some poetry in my life. Doesn't happen very frequently, I'll be honest, but I'm open to the idea of it. Oh my god, you are chaos. Earlier he tried to get in the bag with all these books and he knocked down all of the books on top of himself. And then he came scurrying out and then started playing with his tail immediately. So excited for this. I also just absolutely love the cover. A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett, who's the author of The Secret Garden. The mood of this cover, she's holding a broken bowl. There's all of these birds and it's just, it seems a little dreary. I'm intrigued. Then I got The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I have heard about this. I've heard like how magical this is. It's in really bad condition. I don't really care that much about that. I just remember hearing that this was like a very beautiful, magical middle grade. And so I'm hoping that this is the right book. It might not be, but I think it is. And then I picked up one of the weirdest books I've ever seen. I don't know if this is like a well-known thing for people. This was in like the old book section or like not collectible, I don't know. So this is called 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or David Copperfield. And I have no idea what it's about or if it's like a series of essays or what, but I was a little worried and I was thinking about not getting it because I flipped to some random chapter titles. It just seemed like there might have been some racist stuff in here. So there was a section called The New Social Blight, and it was very close to Island Irish. So I was just a little worried. I have no idea what this book is. I got something that looks very beautiful. I've never heard of this, but it's called The End We Start From, and it was blurbed by Emily St. John Mandel, who wrote Station 11. Then when I flipped to look at the summary, it looks like it's an apocalyptic tale about London being submerged in a flood. I thought this would be good. Now I've gotten something that's a little silly, maybe. This was put with the children's literature, and I'm not convinced that it is, but it's The Valley of the Moon by Jack London, and it's part 2. That's why I think it's a little silly, because I don't have part 1, and I don't know how feasible it will be for me to get part 1. I really, really enjoyed Jack London's John Barleycorn. I just thought this would be interesting. Then I got something really weird. I don't know if this is gonna be good, but I'm really curious about it. It's called Goal Number 737, and it has a photo of a bunch of seagulls and a boy. And when I flipped through and saw the chapter titles, oops, just kind of broke the spine there. There was like the Federal Aviation Agency and spacecraft, and then the jet birds, and I don't know what this is about, but I'm really curious. This was also in children's literature. I'm so thrilled to have found this. It's Travels with Charlie by John Steinbeck. My husband actually had found this. He was over in biographies, and I just wasn't really cruising around biographies because I don't usually read them. And he picked this up and he was like, "You like John Steinbeck?" And I do. So I'm excited about that. And my very last book for today is The Genius of Birds by Jennifer Ackerman. Just a nonfiction book about birds. I've always wanted to learn more about birds. Also, I should mention, October is my birthday month. There will be some book hauls. This is just the beginning. This was an opportunistic event. Let me know if you've read any of these or any opinions you have on these books. No spoilers, please. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, consider sharing it with a friend you think would also enjoy it. Consider liking and subscribing, and I will be back again soon.